Hello and welcome to another Just an Opinion movie review. Today's movie we are doing Slaxx. Came out in 2020. We start the movie off with looking at a cotton picking farm where an Indian girl is picking cotton, and then we soon shift to the main protagonist, Libby. Libby, and she's just starting a new job at CCC clothing factory. I don't know. It's not a real. I don't think it's a real company, but it's a clothing store, famous clothing store for not having unethical or having what's the word? Having the right value of making stuff. So she meets the new manager, Craig, who seems to be, which is kind of funny. I think it's a play on of making sure, like, political correctness, where he's talking to his employees, who are, I think there's back character, or like surrounding characters, but they don't have any presence. But you have I don't know if they call him the gay guy, but there's a gay guy, and then the rest are all women. So he's kind of like, he's walking the line of like, okay, I understand. I'm not gonna try to be, because he's also white. So I mean, he's trying to be like, I get it. I don't understand your woman problem. But I will find somebody to help with with that problem, or something. Like I said, he's trying to be genuine. And at the beginning of the movie, I'm like, oh, I hope he doesn't die. And I should say, this movie is about a pair of pants that kills people. So I'm like, okay, so this would be interesting. So Libby is being told by Craig, saying, hey, go meet this person. And then she goes meets this person, and she's like I think she's like the lead or whatever. But she's like, no, okay, go talk to this person. And so then she goes talks to this person, and the person's like, you need to be wearing CCC clothes or whatever, And she's like, oh, well, I bought this. And it's like, oh, well, you bought that last month? That's last season's. So he tells her, you need to go buy, new clothes. And so she goes buys clothes, and she goes check out, and the cashier is like, or she asks cashier, so do I get a discount? And he's like, you technically don't start till tomorrow, so $170. So she's like, huh? Oh, okay. So she buys clothes. Then there's a YouTuber. I don't know if it's YouTube, but it's basically the premise of there's like a YouTuber that's coming to the store. And so what happens and how this all works out is that they are doing their Monday Madness sale. This is on Sunday, so they're getting ready at night, which the store is not that big. Think of if you ever been to like a mall, like think of like one of those clothing stores. It's about that size. So they got closed down, and then the owner, Harold, is coming to say, hey, we got these new pants that fit everybody, and they're called Slaxx or something like that. I don't know if that's what he calls it, but he's like, this is gonna be the new innovation of of pants and stuff. So he hands out a bunch of these pants, and we find out that one of the girls had stolen the new pair and is wearing it. And she starts bleeding down there. So she's like, oh, I must be on my period. So then she goes to the bathroom, and this is like where I telling you Craig was like, okay, I don't understand your problems, but I respect your boundaries or whatever, like that. So she ends up dying. The pants end up eating her legs. Because the pants that she's wearing is cursed. And then she ends up like dying. And the pants, there's blood all over the place. The pants end up cleaning all that up. And so now Craig's like telling this other girl, like, hey, I can't find this girl. I checked everywhere but the women's bathroom. Can you go check the women's bathroom? So the girl goes in, checks the women's bathroom, doesn't find the girl, but as she finds these pants. And so she puts these pants on, and then she too ends up dying. So I think her whole body got eaten. I don't know, because there's gonna be some continuity issues where the pants can eat the whole everything. Oh no, never mind. Like skipping ahead. So the girl dies, and then now Craig tells Libby, hey, go find this girl. So then now somehow the pants got into this box, or the pants put itself in this box, and the guy opens up. It's like, oh, this is some nice pants. So he ends up dying. This takes place in the back hall where nobody can see him. So he ends up dying. Craig then ends up finding his body. And so Libby's like, hey, we need to call the police. And I should mention that for how I don't believe this is true, but you guys can correct me in the comments. So when they go on lockdown, it turns off internet, it turns off Wi-Fi. Well, I guess that's the two same things. It turns off cell reception. I don't believe that's true. I don't know how that's is possible, but maybe there's technology out there that does that. And then all the doors are gated, so like they can't call the police or anything like that. So this is where Craig, Libby ends up, I guess I skipped this part. Libby ends up finding the girl dead. Craig's like, hey, we gotta keep this quiet because we need this Monday Madness to go well, because he wants to become the new regional manager or something like that. And so he's like, hey, we gotta keep this quiet. So then the pants ends up starting killing everybody. Oh no. The YouTuber comes, and so for lockdown, they have a system set up where for an hour everything will be operational again, so they can get in and out, they can call whatever, blah blah blah. So the YouTuber comes in, she sees these pants, and she's like, oh, I like these pants. And so the pants ends up attacking her and kills her in front of everybody, and then the pants kills everybody. So now it's just there's only 3 people left: the Craig, Libby, and this other girl who is named I'm gonna butcher this. I'm so sorry. Shruti. She's Indian, and so this will play a part. So she's kind of a loner, and she's listening to music, which is playing Indian music, and so the pants start dancing to it. So she ends up going on, then she goes on break, and then Libby, Craig had knocked Libby out a little bit ago. So then Libby comes conscious again, finds that finds Shruti in the break room, and she's like, hey, we need to get out of here. They just missed the deadline to get out. The activation code or whatever, the building's back on lockdown again. So they start talking. So somehow they find Craig in his office, and they're like, and Craig's like just completely gone mad. And this is where I'm like, oh, I guess if Craig's gonna die, Craig's gonna die, because I thought he was a good person, but then He's just kind of BSing just to save his own ass. So they start talking to the pants, and they find out that the girl at the beginning of the movie died at this plantation, and now, you know, she's getting her revenge. So, you know, Shruchi's like, hey, you know, we'll tell your story, you know, basically if you let us live. And so the pants is thinking about it, and then Craig comes out and has a fire extinguisher and, you know, sprays it on the pants. The pants runs away, and then Craig just goes into this meltdown. And so then the two girls they end up finding the other pants. I guess the other pants were alive, and so this is where the rest of the bodies went. So the pants were eating the dead bodies. And so then Craig locks them in and says, hey, give me that because they have a camera, and they're filming it. And this is how Libby had seen, because when the YouTuber came in, everything got recorded. So then Libby was able to see that the pants ate everybody, and also was dancing to the music. So like I said, Craig locks him in. He goes to chase, and then the girls go hide. I'll get to this at the end. But the girls go hide. Craig ends up finding Shruti, and then he kills her. Then the pants end up finding him, eat him alive, and then it's just about opening time. So that Libby's starting to hear that people are outside, you know, wanting to get in, get these new pants, and Libby ends up starting talking to the pants, saying, "Hey, don't do this. This isn't their fault. The people's fault. You know, let me tell your story." And so the pants is kind of like, no, the pants doesn't say anything, but the pants is like, no, it has to be done. So then Libby goes to try to stop the door from opening. She ends up getting tackled, hits her head on the ground, ends up cracks her head open, and as she's dying, all the people who had ran in are now all being eaten by the pants. And so the movie ends, and yeah. So the last couple movies, I don't think I really gave an opinion, because I think I liked the movie so much I didn't really have critiques for the movies, and I don't really have, like, I enjoyed this movie. I do like depressing endings, because I think too many times there's a movie I watched recently where a guy is a insurance salesman, and he ends up doing illegal stuff. You know, he ends up bribing this guy to get the award, and then he comes out and goes, hey, you know, I'm sorry for doing this. You know, this guy's corrupt, and this company's corrupt, or whatever. And so then everything's kind of washed. You know, everybody's like, oh yeah, I'll still support you. So I like that. I like when movies just don't have a happy ending. Now, would I love to see Libby live? Because I don't think Libby deserved what she got. Because I think when Libby was applying, when she was coming for this job, she was, you know, happy because she, you know, CCC was like, yeah, we you know, we're a positive, ethical company. And, you know, as she finds out, you know, they're not as positive as what she thought they were. And so her illusion of this company is just kind of like, hey, no, I'm done. I quit here. So the kills, a lot of the kills are off screen. I think you see the YouTuber die by getting her head strangled. I wish. Let's see. Let me go to cast, because I have not all. I just have the certain actors. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Cast. Let's see. Oh, he must not have been that important. There was a guy. Let's see if I can find. see. I don't know. Okay, there he is. Oh, I didn't know his name was Lord. But Lord, he's the one guy who was like telling Libby that your clothes need to be this season. They can't be last season. And he ends up his throat gets slashed and his arms get eaten off. I mean, that was probably the coolest death. But you don't see how the pants got him in a box. Like, I know people are like, what? Yeah, the pants end up taking his body and then leaving his hands and his head in a box. But I think Peyton, I think she was the first kill, and basically she was the one with the thinking of she's on her period, and the pants ends up eating her legs, but then kind of throws the body in, I don't know. I don't know if there's like cabinets in some businesses, but I guess there's a cabinet that the pants could throw the body in. But Hunter was the second kill, and basically she got impaled by a clothes hanger, or not clothes, like a clothes rack. But you don't see it, and you just see the blood coming down. And yeah, that was. And then all the people that were in the lobby area got jumped by the pants after it ate the YouTuber. You don't see any of those deaths. So I mean, if you're looking for deaths, probably, or good kills, you're not gonna find it in this movie. Which I like, and I don't think, because the movie's also not rated either. So I mean, it could be this. If it was rated, it could probably be PG-13. But yeah. So as always, I end with A being buy on DVD, B being watch on Netflix, C being watch on TV, D being don't watch, and then F being avoid at all costs. Honestly, I'd give this movie a C. I think for the most part the movie is, it's pretty fast. Like, I never felt like I was dragging, but if you're looking for the good kills, you're not going to find it here. And there's a lot, I don't know. There's a lot of continuity, or not continuity. I don't know where I'm going with this, but there's a lot of how do you make pants scary? And somebody must have been scared of pants when they were a kid, but yeah, it was just, some of it was kind of like, okay, I know where I was going with that, with the being in a small area. You don't need 20-some people in a room, putting all these clothes and stuff up. I mean, I guarantee you could probably do it with like 3 people, if even that, which is how big this area was. But not having Wi-Fi, not having the able to call, just stuff like that. It's like, okay, how do we make and I think probably I assume probably the creators probably watch CinemaSins and probably like, okay, what is CinemaSins gonna call out if they do our video? So how do we correct this? How do we say up front, okay, we're taking away this, and this, so you can't send us for this. But it's just one of those things where it's like, the room, the area is only so big, and you can know somebody missing, and it's just like okay. But no, like I said, I did enjoy the movie, and yeah, so later.